been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, Milo!
Play action. Stafford steps away to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
22!
Akers will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to run with Akers. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Decision time. Opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Matthew Stafford scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 60. Next one. Ready?
First carry for James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Conner here on first. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Right, 97.
On second down, Conner looking for space. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Cardinals at 4-5, a game under 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On first and 10 is Conner. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ronnie Perkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Okay, right?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and 1. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Connor. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They run behind center with Connor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the run is Benjamin.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down with Akers. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Stafford on third down. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They start with a give to Connor. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black Ultra. Red, yellow,
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going deep for Brown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the interception, here's Stafford.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Take it in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Let's go now. Go, hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On the set.
On play action, they'll throw.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Connor up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Come on, set. Trouble, 38. Striker, 3-3.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Out of the gun now on third down.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
32.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll give this to Akers running right.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a second and 10 upcoming. They'll go again here with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Easy. Pin.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Bruder Ford, the one to get to him and drop it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And the Jets have just scored to stretch their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now it's Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They begin on the ground here with Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
52 plastic.
On gain of 2, it brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice
touchdown, Rams. Bryson Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He stiff arms him. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Bryson Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
And this will be swung out here for counter. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to counter. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's go now.
Moore, the man in motion.
Claude red. Fury yellow. Eagle blue.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And
that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Throwing here, Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, break.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Second and 3. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Rams, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.